truyền đạt chú ý mình.
Thank you.
Thank you for today. Next, please welcome Miss Kanthika Wangprem from Nakhon Sawan Ratchaban University, who will share her insight on rebuilding for the future. Please welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear fellow educators, it's my great honor to stand in front of you, not just as an educator, but as the believer in the power of transformation. My name is Kanthika Wangprem, the representative from Nakhon Sawan Ratchaban University. I would like to share with you the very hopeful topic, rebuilding for the future. But before we begin, I would like to take a moment to extend my deepest condolences to the family who affected by the recent tragedy in Bangkok, the collapsed building in Bangkok, and the devastating earthquake in Myanmar. Their loss is the painful reminder of the undeniable truth. When the foundations weak, the structures fall. And I'm not here to talk about the buildings or the most expensive chair I have ever seen in my entire life compared to my whole school budget. I'm not gonna touch that, even I really love to talk about it. But I would love to talk about the foundation of our nation, education. Because right now, my fellow educators, our foundation is cracking. Why I say so? Because we have seen so many examples of the lack of the awareness among the one who responsible for our education system. And today, we are not going to just discussing problems, but we will shaping the solution together. Are you ready to rebuild? Because if our education foundations are falling, it's not just the falling of the rankings, but it's our future and our young generation future. Thailand has been ranking 107th globally by the World Population Review, and followed by how many? 7 Asian nations. Do you believe that? But anyway, some very important person said that this ranking is subjective. It's not true. Hello. But let me ask you honestly, do the rankings matter more than the reality? Because in reality is this, our students are struggling, our schools are outdated, I am the school administrator by myself, very small school, so I can say that it's from my experience. And moreover, our future is at risk. Building global citizens, not just graduates. That's true, because why I say it to you? Graduation in Thailand, can I say, maybe it's a little bit aggressive, but it's nothing. It's nothing. Why? Because right now the world has changed. AI, digital, economic are reshaping the world right now. And our students are no longer compete with their classmates. Not anymore. They compete with the world. Are we preparing them? And moreover, other countries are moving forward. Meanwhile, Thailand, we stay stagnant. Why? Because we prioritizing the memorization over critical thinking. We under supporting teachers, the very architect of our future. But we put so much money into something else. We teach for the past, not the future. So, if we would like to join the global community, we should stop thinking locally and start leading globally. It's easy to say. It's easy to say. But how? I'm sure all of you have heard about the three bricklayers. The first one sees himself merely stacking bricks. The second one sees himself build a wall. And the third one, the visionary, sees himself building a grand cathedral which will stand for generations. And if we want our students, our country to be strong and stand among global leaders, are we ready to rebuild? Still my question. But how again? I am here as a very tiny, even my body is not tiny at all, but I have three powerful actions to build global citizen leaders to share with you. First, teach for the future, not the past. I mentioned it before. Education must build beyond border. The school must partner internationally, expose our students into the global perspectives. Stop. Let them just compete to win, like ONET, high ranking, something like that. Stop, please. Second, empower educators. Because I mentioned it before, the teacher is the very architect of our future. So, put more invest into teacher development. Let them have the resources, respect, and freedom to innovate. Invest more. Because they are the very architect of our future. And then, look at all the teachers. I'm sure many of you here are the teacher. And some school administrators, but we fight the same war. Third, inspire global leadership. Lead with the vision, not just for the tradition. Because it's easy for us to cling on the simply outdated system. And I have heard a lot that say, oh, that's how it's always been done. We do like this before, so we will follow the same rules. Stop that. Inspire, prepare our students to be the leader. Stop making or creating the bricklayer. Start creating the global leader. Let them lead. Prepare them to lead, not to follow. So it's time, my fellow educators, it's time to rebuilding for the future. Let's join me. Join me, because Thailand Education Foundation is weak right now. It's cracking as a collapse buildings in Bangkok. And if we don't act right now, I challenge each of you, help me, help us, help our countries, rebuild again, rise again. If you want to rise, then education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. But we don't gonna change the world right now. Just help our country's future. And it's easier. So I beg you, yesterday, Professor Mohammed Yunus said that if you want the new success, you cannot use the old system because it's not gonna work. And dear fellow educators, when the ground shake beneath you, let your spirit stand firm. Strength is not found in what remains untaken, but in how we rise after the fall. Let's rise together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Ms. Kantika Wangre. Ladies and gentlemen, our next sixth speaker is Ms. Siriwan Changam from Kamphaengphet Rashabat University. Talk One dream, one world equal.